This is one that I'm calling Kansas Chaos. I have two plants. They're F2s, and both of them are a little bit different. This one produces more of a straight pod, whereas the other one's kind of all wonky and twisted and kind of funky looking. I'll try to show you a picture of some of them so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's a look at a pepper from the other phenotype. This is one side and this is the other. Along with producing peppers that look different, their growth habits are also different. The one with the wonky looking peppers got only to about 1 foot tall. Here's a look at it a little bit later. The variegation seemed to improve the longer it was in the ground. Here are some peppers from the one that produced the straighter pods. This phenotype grew about twice as tall as the other, maybe a little bit more. It was also much more productive than the other type, and like the other type, the variegation on this one also improved the longer it was in the ground. Now let's get back to the taste test. Both of the plants I have start out kind of purple. This one's pretty dark, almost black looking, but it's purple. And they'll have stripes in them because the plant's variegated, so that variegation extends to the peppers. You can hardly see the striping in that. The plants, one of them's probably 1.5 feet tall, and then one of them's probably close to 1 foot tall, so they're smallish type plants so far. And I expect this to be hot, but not extremely hot. It's the result of crossing a sweet pepper with a variegated mildly hot pepper. So we're going to cut into it, see what we think. The walls are pretty thin, I would say. Got some seeds in there, so I expect this to be pretty toasty. Oh, this side doesn't have any seeds. I'm going to chew this up and see what I think. Okay. This is a very good tasting pepper. I was surprised. The other one tasted pretty good too. I tried one of those, but I like the taste of this one better, I think. It's got real good sweetness. And then the heat, it starts almost no heat, and then it builds as you chew. And I didn't get any seeds, so it might have been a little warmer, but I would call it, if a mid-range jalapeno is 4,000 on the Scoville scale, I would call this somewhere around 2 to 3, maybe a little. It might be 4, but it's not extremely hot even for what a jalapeno would be. But I hope to get this stabilized with about the same amount of heat level it has now and keep that sweetness. Try to improve the variegation a little bit, and I got a ways to go before I can do that. In the F2 generation, you get a lot of variability. F3, it starts to settle down a bit, then each generation after that, it's more stable. So we've got a ways to go before this one's finished. Let me know what you think about this pepper, and if you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.